Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magical moon message. This is the peace dealer in this hot ass Vegas land. It's triple degree digit weather is flaming. The moon is in Capricorn as I still, so we get money out here. It's gonna go over Pluto, and the sun is in Cancer. We are effectively at the 180 degree point, and this is kicking off the harvest. So Capricorn is I use, it's I decide. We don't have to put the I in front because it is a collective power which takes in a culmination of individual and social wills. And so think of it as a God level. Got 'em. So with that being said, Capricorn is utilization, control, decision making. All right. You are understanding the utilization. Moon, understanding, utilization, Capricorn. Well, of what? Sun and Mercury in Cancer. The activation of new psychic power. This new psychic power is a conscious activation of your brain's own ability to process metaphysical phenomena in its connection and trine to Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, so that you can actively utilize this moving forward as if it is a new application, as if it is a new skill. And once again, relative to the activation of the new moon in Gemini square Neptune, you planted seeds that when the moon was in Libra, you integrated those seeds. And now that they're full, we are harvesting those seeds. When you plant new seeds and harvest them, this puts you in a position, This puts you in a position to very realistically and very powerfully be put in this, once again, effective position to very powerfully take the seeds you planted and nurtured and developed and then integrate them as they broke through the ground. This is similar to initializing utilage of a new application, especially because this new moon in Gemini is new thoughts, soul. This is soul vehicle, is new thoughts. And of course, spelling and magic spells are programs that your brain functions. So we spent the last month programming our spiritual intelligence, activated the app. All right. We initialized the app. We put in how we want to identify with it and feel it, because Cancer season is having us feel this program, right? When you're feeling something, when you start to use something, you have to feel it before you have the courage to now, through Leo and Virgo, integrate and master it with other people after you feel it. Okay. So after initialization, we had integration, moon in Libra to moon in Sagittarius, which showed us how these new abilities and powers we activated work. Now that we've come into an ascended understanding of an initial look at how these work, it's time to actually use it. So in a week from now, when the moon is in Aries, you will have used these powers for a week, and this is going to show you your high score. 10th house of accomplishments and achievement to the sun is going to help you understand who you are now that you've used this for a week. This presupposes that you're going to start using it today. All right. You are understanding moon utilization, Capricorn, of new abilities, sun in Cancer. 6 on the license plate. That's the synchronicity. Living in the understanding of incorporating perceptual synchronicities induced with actions, so that you're no longer just having things happen to you. You're a lot more hands-on and how to direct the psychic, aka metaphysical nature of your mind's powers. Okay, you already know what it is. I got the gods and the angels around me. And why this is very important is the moon that will subsequently conjunct Pluto as you are harvesting these new abilities is awakening you into a more powerful layer of the God within, the potential to literally direct forces beyond your consciousness and from within your body subatomically or quantumly. All right. The moons trying to Uranus and Jupiter are having you understand the higher direction you take your integrity and character, as this is grounding more of the quality for you to physically feel into this. Moon in Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are physical sensations, and relative to what we grounded in Taurus and mastered the perspective of, that changed our behavior in Virgo, we can now move in that direction collectively in Capricorn, bringing a hyper real feeling of what powers we're using, the control and discipline that helps you understand the decisions that need to be made to complete this element of your sincerity. Cancer, of course, which represents sincerity and sincere emotions, and the moon in Cap having you understand the level of integrity you want to maintain to produce more of this sincerity. So this is going to be very extreme, but there's going to be an extremely real feeling to this, that now that your subconscious has seen how you work and how you feel and how you express this, now you're coming into a more practical, grounded, natural understanding of using this, which with the trine of Uranus will, through extra dimensional energy channels, guide your physical body for what to feel in such utilization. We also want to factor in the opposition to the moon and Mercury that will align your physical sensation of using these powers with what to feel, what to think, and what to continue developing your brain's processing ability to even discern and factor these metaphysical elements into your experience of this illusion that is the physical. Given that all of this is really just energy anyway, and energy is truth, you are developing your language that was a programmable language, which is now starting to integrate into this matrix construct. Okay? The square to Chiron in Aries brings up vulnerabilities relative to how much more sincere and in tune you are with your own depth and quality of self, so that as this gets ready to go into Aquarius, you actually know what you're feeling in a much more aligned way. As such, any vulnerabilities around your ego will be addressed so that this could be adjusted and shifted in alignment with the integrity needed to really fully express these powers. So I have to once again emphasize this. Whenever you plant a seed and whenever you actually harvest crops, you are finally at the position now where you can use the crops. Once we complete the harvest with the moon in Aries, we'll look around and see everything we've harvested and how that shifts who we understand ourselves to be, because we've achieved this accomplishment using these new powers. So that's why now that we're harvesting this harvest is going to feel like you're stepping into a greater utilization of who you are, a greater understanding of the high integrity of who you are, but a greater utilization of what powers you're expressing. Once again, once the moon goes into Aquarius, you're gonna know what you're using. But this is just using it. Now that you've seen how they work through the moon in Sag, this is going to enable you powerful ability to clap back in the face of insecure SLBs who are so threatened by your authenticity, they are unconsciously predisposed to project 777 them synchronicities. So this is definitely going to push forward the shift in the power balance since last year and have you begin heavily integrating the shift by in your real life and subconsciously approaching and redefining your relationship with these psychic attacks and negative projections. As they're not all negative, there's a wide range of positive and everything in between. And through sorting out how you direct your character through in response to these activities and experiences, this is going to set up for the next week how you're harvesting this definition of your character and how much more authentic you're ready to feel about not only who you are, but how you've grown and evolved in such a short period of time. The Jupiter trine alone to the moon and the Uranus trine to the moon is going to very strongly give you a grounded understanding of what to feel, so that this is not just in your head. Especially as the moon gets closer to Pluto, the extreme nature of awakening is getting ready to reveal personal secrets to you that will aid, okay, in this activation, completed activation of literal power. All right. I want to once again emphasize with the new moon and then the sun conjunct Mercury, that's what gives us the feel, Cancer, of activation, conjunction of power in the cardinal sign. And so this is still just getting started. You don't necessarily want to rush yourself through this process, because everything that this is preparing us for is the next decade. In a decade from now, everyone on this planet who at least has done the work to, because no one can do this work for you, so who has at least done the work to go within and unlock all of this, we're going to be in a society where people are not only using their superpowers, but they're classified, it's written in literature, it's no longer in this weird nebulous field of science fiction and fantasy. And when you break and innovate the limits, especially socially, with what's accepted, this is going to make you a villain of some sort, because you're, of course, shifting the status quo. It's not necessarily that there's anything wrong with you. It's that these people are stupid, because we all know that stupid people call crazy people, or stupid people call smart people crazy people. That's just law at this point. So just really be mindful of that. Don't take anything personal, especially given how extreme people are going to be, especially as this transit is going to bring to people's realization that the illusions about themselves and their reality, no matter how much they try and control it, they're just better off accepting themselves instead. And instead of trying to change everything around them, infinity. Instead of trying to change, really just go with it and accept what they may not be able to change, because it's not meant to be changed, because everything is already perfect. So no matter how bad you might think, I know that's controversial for people to say, but people are always trying to fix and change things. And I mean, do what you're guided to do, but don't get mad when you don't get the results you wanted, because this shit is not here for you to just manipulate and control, as long as it is aligning with your authenticity. So I hope you enjoy this transit. You're using new superpowers. We're going to do the full moon and kind of release any intentions. So just be receptive, okay? You don't have to really keep your mind on how do I use it. You already seen how they work. So they're just gonna be, you're going to experience and witness the utilization of this. Moon in Aqua, you're gonna know what you did. And then Moon in Pisces, you're going to see what's happening. This is gonna change your behavior and move you in the right direction for how you personally use it. So the difference between Moon in Aries and Moon in Cap is you're using the superpowers now, but the Moon in Aries, you're adjusting how much more authentically you use it, because now you know post Aqua what you're doing and how that relates to you. Boom, high score. Y'all stay blessed as always. What are you excited about? What new abilities are you excited about using throughout the rest of this transit? You're going to understand the utilization of it and then awaken it deeper, and then know in Aqua. Y'all stay blessed as always. I can't make this up. Look what's another infinity. Stay blessed once again. Godspeed.